Alright everyone, so today we're going to be talking about the replacement for the Chicago Spire. Now the Chicago Spire is a project that about 15 or so years ago was planned for Chicago to be the world's tallest building. It was going to be a 2,000 foot skyscraper in Chicago. Construction on it started and about a year into it was shut down because it was the global financial crisis and there just wasn't, the money, the support for it. And obviously that left the big hole in the ground that's been there for 15 years or whatever since. Has been some prime real estate in Chicago that has not been developed until now, where there has finally been ground broken on the replacement for the Chicago Spire. It's going to be these two towers right here, as well as a park on the other side of the roadway. As you can see, these two towers were approved a few years ago, and groundbreaking ceremony was held in June of this year. They're expected to be finished in about 2027 or so. They're mainly residential, some condominiums and stuff like that in there. The taller one here is going to be 875 feet, which is the north one, and the south one is going to be 765 feet or so. Taller one is about 72 stories also, I do believe. But yeah, that's kind of the size of these buildings. Obviously way, way, way smaller than the Chicago Spire. Not even half the height. The taller one, isn't even half the height of the Chicago Spire. Nonetheless, they're still very, nice buildings here. And I mean, it's definitely a good addition to the skyline. They could have maybe been a little taller. Obviously, that, is very prime real estate and was, capable of having a 2,000 foot plus skyscraper. But yeah, that's kind of what's going to be going on here in Chicago. This is a little blurry of a photo, sorry, but you can see kind of how it sticks out on the skyline. Definitely some pretty solid buildings, definitely good height on them, adding the park as well. Now, the park is like on the other side of the freeway, which is a little, like inaccessible to most of the city, kind of. I mean, you have to go under the overpass and stuff, which I find a little odd, but I mean, that's not very good real estate to build on either. There's not really much you can do with that, land right there. But yeah, that's kind of what the towers are going to look like. Obviously, like I said, most of the, statistics on those towers and stuff, and there's not much else to say with them. They were originally going to be much taller. The taller one was going to be 1,100 feet, and the shorter one was going to be 850, which I do like a lot more. That would put another super tall in Chicago, obviously adding to the skyline a lot more than these ones currently. But I mean, I'm not mad with what they have here. It's definitely still some good buildings. The design is pretty nice as well. I do like how they're kind of like facing away a little bit from each other. Obviously, just kind of a standard tapered or design or so. But yeah, they definitely look good, and this is an exciting project to watch and see develop over the years. Enjoy the video, and see you in the next one.